the movement of cash in a cycle. We're going to discuss about the topic. So what is a cash cycle? In accordance to the book, it refers to the length of time that elapses from the point cash payment is made or purchases to the point of collection from customers or clients to when goods and services have been sold. Let's look with the formula. First, we will look for the number of days in inventory and add the average collectible period, then deduct the number of days in payable, and the answer would be the average number of days in a cash cycle. Since you already know how to compute for the average cash cycle period, let's try the example in the next page. Now, it is stated here that first, we're going to find an average business cash cycle of this machine. The second one is to find out how to reduce our average number of days in a cash cycle. So let's proceed with the story of Miss Ming-Ching. Hi, I'm Miss Ming-Ching. I've been a wholesaler for a long time. I've noticed that my business cash cycle lasts for 6 days most of the time, but I want to make it shorter. How did I get the 6 days? My inventories last for 4 days, while my receivables last for 7 days, and we had an agreement with the supplier that I'll pay him 5 days after the days of purchases. So 4 days plus 7 days minus 5 days equals 6 days. As I've said, from 6 days, I want to make it 5 days. So what should I do? Am I going to adjust the days of inventory, the days of receivables, or the days of payables? So I decided to decrease the number of days in inventory. I will deliver my products to the customers instead of just waiting for the customers to come and buy. So assuming that it will be gone for 3 days. Now let's compute. The days of my inventories was 3 days, plus the days of my receivables was 7 days, minus the days of my payable as 5 days. I'll get the 5 days as the average number of days in a cash cycle. I've noticed that it really takes longer stocking my inventory to the warehouse, the same as my receivables to be collected. Aha! So based on the formula, I think there are 2 methods to solve my problem without affecting the days of payable. So the second one is to decrease the number of receivables. So I offer to give a discount for whoever is willing to pay before the maturity date. So assuming that within 6 days, I already received all the credit sale. So let's compute again. So the days of inventories is 4 days, plus the days of receivables as 6 days, minus the days of payables as 5 days. I also get 5 days as an average number of days in a cash cycle. I am now glad knowing how to control every single day I spend. So after stating this Ming-Ching situation, we learned that there are different ways to reduce the number of days in a cash cycle. It is either to decrease the number of days in inventory or to decrease the number of days in receivables, or we can do both of it. The importance of a cash cycle. In a cash cycle, you'll know how many days that it takes for the investment to turn back into cash. You can also look up with a cash cycle in analyzing your business status. The higher the number of days indicates that there's something wrong with the business operation, while the lower number of days indicates that the business is performing well. Knowing the average number of days in a cash cycle helps the business simply because you can control the days you can spend in inventories, receivables, and payables, especially when your business had a target days in a cash conversion period.